Hi, welcome to Unreal Engine 5 Blueprint tutorial for beginners. Okay guys, I believe you already have your Unreal Engine 5 installed, and I'm going to select one of these templates that we have in here. If you already have a project, you can always just browse to open it up, but we're starting a new project. So I'm not going to be using blank first person, no, pause, no, but I'm going to be using the third person. Okay, so once that is selected, come right here, make sure you select blueprint. We're working with blueprint, not C++ yet, and the platform is going to be desktop, and I'm going to make sure that is maximum, and I will be including the starter content. And right here, I'm just going to give that a name. I'll call it Blueprints Lesson. Just click on Create. There we go. And that is our third person shoot right there. Now, the system is asking me that this project file is out of date. Would you like to update? I'm going to go ahead and say update. Now, here we have a mannequin there. And as you can see, there's a camera following this mannequin around. Let's see, that's the camera right there. But this tutorial, like I said, is just about how the blueprint works. In the first place, what is blueprint? Blueprint is just a visual programming. So how do we go about that? Like this mannequin that you guys are looking at, there is a blueprint in there. So if I right click on it, I'll make sure it's selected though. It is selected now. Okay, make sure it's selected, and we then just grab it. You can right click and just select. Okay, browse to asset there, and that is the asset there. If you don't want to go in that way, you can always come right down here and just select your content drawer right there. That's the content drawer, or you can just press Control space, okay, to open up the content drawer. And where do we have our blueprint details? Is right in here. You see this folder here? Okay, when you open this file, these are the following folders you will come across inside the content: geometry, mannequin, starter content, third person. But right inside here we have third person BP. BP means blueprint. Okay, if you click on that, and that's what you see. Now to open up your blueprint, you can double click on the blueprint game right here, and it's coming up. There we go. We have the third person model there. I'm going to just pick that in there. Let's go back in there, back to our content manager. Just click on that, and here we have our construction script. We'll be talking about the construction script as time goes on. Right here, let's come in here. Okay, let's click on viewport. See the viewport, you can see the camera, where it's positioned, and the mannequin itself. But let's have a look at the event graph. Inside the event graph, you might be wondering, what are all these? This is your blueprint. Okay, to get that particular project, the mannequin running around, these are the components that was put together to get it running around. A very good example of one of the components in here, let's see, is when you press on something like jump. If you press on the space key, and right here, this is it for just the jump. This is the blueprint of the jump. Okay, now they have in there an event, input action jump. That's the event. Now what we're going to do is very simple. If I come back in here, and let's say we run this program now, we just want him, all what we want him to do is just to tell us if the sky is blue or white. That's all. We're just going to use blueprint to do that. And how do we go about doing this? We end up using what is known as boolean. Okay, for those of you who are used to programming, boolean is a data type Okay, just like integer, float, character, or char. That's what boolean is. So let's go back in here. We need to go back into the event graph right here. So I'm going to just right click and move all of the blueprints. Let's move it up a little bit so that we have enough room. Now if we come in here now, if we go straight to the third person character, you will see right there the details, all the information about the third person character is right in here. Okay, if there's any part of it you would like to modify, you can have a go at it, play around with it. And here we have the capsule component, that is it right there. You see the capsule around it. A program like Unity, they call it capsule collider. Okay, and the arrow, that is the arrow right there. Just click on the arrow now and look at it, the mesh itself, that is it. Then the camera there. Okay, so the camera that's following him and so on, there they are. But what we're going to be working on today, we're going to be working on the variable, this very one here. If I click on add, I'll be able to add my own variable, and the variable that I want to add today is, I'm just going to call it, is sky blue. There, that is my variable there, right there. Okay, this variable, as you can see, is boolean. Okay, you can always change it to whatever data type you want. I'm going to press enter there, and that is my boolean variable right there. The variable type, like I told you, is boolean, which you can always change to whatever you like. These are other data type we have in here: bit, integer 64, float, double, name, string, and so on. Those are all the data type in there. Okay, and this variable that I've just created is sky blue. For us to be able to see, the default is telling us please compile the blueprint. So to compile the blueprint, you're going to have to come up here. You can see the question mark there. Just click on that, compile, and right there the sky is sky blue, is right there. Okay, now you can see the sky is not blue, it's false. If I click on that, yes, the sky is blue, that becomes true. Let's try it out if the sky is not blue. For us to be able to do that, what we need to do is we go straight to the events graph right there. So the event we will use to find out if the sky is blue or not, when you right click on this grid here, just right click and just type in event begin play. There we go. There, that is our event right there. And to test our condition, I'm going to click on this small arrow you look at. Just click on that and let's grab hold of a condition that is known as branch. Okay, branch is the condition that will check if the sky is blue or not. Okay, is it blue? True. It's not blue. False. Okay, that is the condition checker right there. We just need to connect this node to it, which I've already done. So that is quite straightforward. As you can see, this branch, all it does is just check, is it true or false? It works with boolean, and boolean, like I said earlier on, is true or false, yes or no, zeros or one. Okay, male or female, that's boolean. Now let's bring in our variable. I'm going to grab my variable, there is sky blue. Grab it, drag, and just dump it right there. As you can see, we have get is sky blue, set is sky blue, but what we're going to be using is we're going to be using get. Once you click on the get, look at what happened. You can see the shape is different now. I'm now going to grab get. I will connect the node straight here. So the branch, what condition am I checking? The condition you're checking is right here. Okay. Now, we now want to print out if the sky is blue or not. If the sky is blue, it's going to be true. So all we need to do is come right here, create another node, and we just type in print string. Now the default of that print string is hello, but all we just need to say is yes, the sky is blue. Yes, the sky is blue. That's it. Now if the sky is not blue, we need another condition here, and just let's print another string, another print string there. And in here, let's just say no, the sky is not blue. There we go. There, that's all there is to it. As you guys can see anyway, if you notice there's a small arrow, pointed arrow here. If I drop it down, the arrow is telling me here. Let's take a very good look at this color. If I click on that, the color is going to be light blue. Okay, which we can always change. And the duration is 2 seconds. Okay, I'm not going to do anything with that yet. I just want you guys to see what I'm talking about. And the same thing applies to the one below. We have blue and 2 seconds. Now let's collapse that, and I'm going to go back straight to my mannequin here and just click on run. But before we click on run, let's see the position where our variable is. Our variable is telling us is false, so in this case that means no, the sky is not blue. Now let's go back in there and try that out. Click on run. There we go. Look at it. No, the sky is not blue. You see, it only takes just 2 seconds and it disappears. There we go. Okay, let's change the color. I'm going to end that. Go back in here. I'm going to change this color that the sky is not blue. Let's change that to something red. The sky is not blue. Okay. And let's click on OK. Now you can see that it's changed. Now the sky is blue. Let's change that to black. I'm just going to drag this down. Notice where I get the color. Click in here and just drag it down. Select whatever color you want. I'm going to make that black. Alright. And then click on OK. Now the other thing is we need to change the duration. The duration I had earlier was 2 seconds. I'm going to make that, let's say, about 7 seconds. That's a little bit longer. And here, make that about 7 seconds as well. There we go. Now let's go back in here. Make sure it's compiled. Click on compile, else you won't see anything happening there. And let's come into our mannequin and click on run. There we go. No, the sky is not blue. Okay, that is going to take 7 seconds. There, gone. Now you and I know the sky is blue, so let's come back in here, select our variable and come right here. You see where you have the sky is blue, the variable that was created here, that is it right here. The position is false, but I'm going to check on it. Just click on it. That means it's now true. Make sure it's compiled. I'm going to save it as well. Now let's go to our third person, click on run, and we should see the text. Look at the text right there. Yes, the sky is blue. Look at that. Okay, And that is just a brief introduction of Blueprint. There's going to be more tutorial on Blueprint so that we all get used to what Blueprint is all about. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of today's tutorial for Blueprint, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe to the channel. Bye for now.